It's your old pal back again one more time. It's been a while. Still around. So, my TikToks I had did a while back. I didn't even look at the dates of them, but, kind of put videos of Trump and Obama smiling. Like, here's the thing. I told you, the greatest deception, wouldn't it be the greatest deception to get in the most liked person? Because I harped on it. I harp on so much stuff, and I veer off topic or whatever. But the Antichrist is a mirror. Anti don't mean against, it means instead of. Okay? Take that. Oh, you're not a scholar of English language, whatever. It means instead of. Why would you have the Antichrist coming out doing everything against Jesus? Wouldn't that be kind of obvious that he's the Antichrist? Who's going to listen to that guy? But somebody who does Jesus-like things and pulls you in, yeah, go get him, and cheer him on. Wouldn't that make more of a... If Jesus said there'd be no time like it before or ever again, this deception that's coming, I think it'd be pretty good. I'm willing to bet. So, you got Trump in there, and now everybody's mad at him. But to tell you, in Shiloh, which was in southern Israel, like in the book of Jeremiah, why Jeremiah was always weeping, because they have been taking out the children. Okay? That's never going to stop. That's what fuels them. They only have power because of what they do to kids. It's always been. It's nothing new. We look at it as Americans like, yeah, it's sickening shit. Okay? And you want to beat their ass or whatever and get rid of them. Okay? Yeah, I agree with that. But their ritual of what they do to children has always been. And it goes back to when the earth cried out, when it swallowed up Abel's innocent blood and all that stuff. They know these things. Okay, these Luciferians know these rituals. And Hitler did the same thing at Wallenberg Castle with the Hall of the Dead, sitting over the Black Sun. And you got the Black Sun in Las Vegas. And here's another thing. Nobody ever batted an eye. You had 58 people taken out in front of the Luxor Casino, the Pyramid, in Las Vegas in 2017. But in 1997, the same amount of people were taken out in front of the real Luxor city, the real pyramid, in Egypt. Isn't that weird? So the Redstone Arsenal, harped on that 2 years ago. On Lori's podcast, Global Watchman News, and then I said it numerous times on my TikTok or whatever. But Redstone Arsenal in Alabama, everybody thinks during Paperclip that they all went to, like NASA in Houston or Florida or whatever. No, Redstone Arsenal was the major Nazis. Dietrich, of course, everybody knows von Braun, but Dietrich was the one that guy was like literally the leader of all the anomalies stuff, all the relics and technologies or blah, blah, blah. So on June 26th, there was a weather anomaly, perfect circle over the Doppler radar. But Redstone Arsenal put out that they were going to be doing some testing like a couple days before that. And the people might see smoke, and that's not uncommon. Every military base puts out like public notices that there's training, or you might hear, tanks firing or, bomb or whatever. But they put that out and said, don't be worried about it. But then anyhow, right after the testing, this anomaly appears where it shifts the atmosphere, and the Doppler picks it up. Well, that's a Stargate. And Osiris is Stargate, Nimrod Stargate, Nimrod and Osiris, same person, I've said that many times. It's there. So they're opening up, and nobody, that's the thing, nobody really cares. It may be cool to some people, and like, oh yeah, Big John talks about it, whatever. But I'm at the point where I just disclose what I know. That was my purpose. I was led to disclose that on TikTok years ago. Ishtar, Osiris, blah, blah, blah. Same old stuff. But, yeah. Redstone Arsenal, that part of Alabama, it's south of Tennessee, where the pyramids, where the pyramids are at. and the ones that it's underneath the lake, and the Cherokee have so much in common with the Egyptians with that snake eating its tail. That's all, that comes from Mars and so much stuff. Anyhow, that area of Alabama, there was a guy, he was a DJ of like a tri-state area named Josh McCoy, and he had a radio show, and he started getting calls, people calling in and saying, hey, look, I was on my land checking fences or whatever, and there's railroad tracks laid going to like these big old steel doors or going into the side of a hill or whatever. And when they go up there, these, military style men, probably contractors wearing, all black fatigues, or like, hey, get out of here. Like, this is my land, So anyhow, the stories of railroad tracks and underground steel doors and all this other stuff started coming about. Anyhow, Josh McCoy, the story that he told, this is probably back in 2016, 2017. That guy told a story about his hospital stay, went to visit his mother in Arizona, got poisoned or something, told a story about the hospital. I need to find that. But it was that story about him in the hospital, how they came to him and faked being doctors and nurses, like trying to make him make a choice. It's crazy. Anyhow, he passed away a few years later. But that area of Alabama is what I'm saying is like, it was chosen. Redstone Arsenal was chosen to be there because there's newspaper articles of them like finding a giant with tusk. Like, that's a famous story that there's Nephilim there. The tusk like an elephant, this giant, I forgot how tall he was, probably, I don't know, 15, 16 feet, but it was in the newspaper. So that area in itself, Luciferians don't go choose areas to have these underground bases because, there's a property value or whatever. Every place that Luciferians build underground bases, there's always something weird going on the surface. Like, it's an area of ley lines. Like, when the Lord broke apart the continents, broke apart Pangea, he took apart the grid. He broke up their power lines, simply put, and they got pissed about it. The pyramids, the ley lines all connected like a big power grid. That's what Tesla figured out. Okay, so, but yeah, Stargate opened it up. People who hurt kids are in control. Always have been. There's nothing new about that. But I told you, the Great Deception, it's all about America. Mystery Babylon, America. Egypt is here. This is Egypt. I've said it over and over and over again. Talking about, the Sphinx, the star will be over the Sphinx next year near Easter. No. The Sphinx is the obelisk and the Capitol Hill building. The Sphinx is Ishtar and Osiris together. Okay? It's Virgo and Leo, the last and first constellations. So when that Regulus star rises over the east coast of the United States, it's because it was designed to do that. That's why America is built like it is. I harp on it. Go look at my old stuff. Everybody knows we've been talking about this stuff. Now I see it on TikTok. Well, Ishtar and Osiris may be the Yawn, get out of here with that. That I've been said that. And I don't have a dog in the hunt. I'm a regular old person. Got a regular old job. Working the oil field, been in the oil field. It's raining and there's a thunder. So yeah, it's raining where I'm at. Lightning, thunder. Anyhow, everybody needs to pay attention. I'm gonna try to do some more podcasts that are, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Figure it out. Y'all like my rambling. Big John out.